Hey there, thanks for joining me. My name's Teebor and we're going to play some Empyrion Galactic Survival. New series. Going to try and make this informative as well as a let's play, so people are going to be able to find things that they need or would like to know about, or maybe need help with just getting started in the game, because it's a bit of a big game and getting started initially can be a little bit overwhelming. So we're going to just go with a normal local game, and we're going to leave everything as default. So this is probably where most people are going to play if this is your first time coming to the game. There are lots of different planet start locations. Akua is probably the best place to start because it has pretty much everything that you need on the planet. And we're in survival mode. I'm using a random seed. Let's just random up something different. There we go. New random seed. Everything else is just left as default. Now obviously you can tweak these to make it easier or harder for you. The different start locations for more experienced players. I know, for example, if you start on Omicron, you're going to really struggle to find seaweed. I'm fairly sure there isn't any on this planet. Also, there's no oxygen, so you have to keep your helmet on all the time. With Akua, at least you don't have to keep your helmet on all the time, so you don't have to worry about oxygen. You just need to worry about food, staying alive, and that kind of thing. So let's go. We're going to start off by dropping in via a drop pod from our ship, which has been, I believe, effectively destroyed, and you'll see why as the games go on. Now we're kind of trying to keep these short as well, so I don't want these to be long episodes. Okie dokie, so we're approaching the surface of the planet. There's a copper deposit there already. Now what we want to try and find, off to our right, actually some big patch of water over there. Okay, we'll keep going this. Oh, this isn't bad. Not bad at all. We found cobalt, we found copper, we found iron. We're going to try and miss the mountain and head over there up the back towards that water. There's a good couple of reasons for that. One of them is that the water will contain seaweed, which is very important to us. Seaweed is going to give us fuel for our... crash landing. Seaweed's going to give us fuel that we can use for our drill, which is going to be occupying a large amount of our time starting off. Right, let's grab absolutely everything that we can from in here, and we will equip ourselves with some of the basics. We have a nice range of sprouts, which is good, and some growing plots. We'll see what all those do later. Let's put the survival constructor in there, and I should have somewhere. Where is it? Oh, hello. I got a proper oxygen generator. Wow, okay. I'm used to playing on a server, so I normally see the what do we call it ones? The survival ones rather than those ones. Alright, so I'm going to just take my helmet off. Press U to take off the helmet. I'm going to grab some of these as I'm walking past as well, because there's a few bits and pieces. Everything you do, every time you discover an iron deposit or materials, or if you collect anything, harvest things, will give you XP. XP will level you up. Now we're going to keep going because we really do want to get near to that water. Now I have got a jump pack, which I'm going to turn on now. And I can run, but I have a stamina bar in the bottom left hand corner. And if I run out of stamina... Oh, we've got silicon and iron. Now, if I run out of stamina, basically I'll kind of stand around and go huff and puff, huff and puff. Pretty much like I'm doing at the moment, because I've still got this damn chest infection. Just won't go away. Now we've got some very big ore deposits here. Don't expect to see any big ore deposits like this when you're on a server. It's more than likely that the deposits will be much smaller. This is some proper big ones here. This is gonna be pretty damn easy actually. Now whilst you're walking around, look out for these things. These are corn dogs, these are edible. There's a lot of other edible plants as well. Some more over there, but I'm not going to grab them yet. Most anything that you can pick up is going to be edible or changeable into something. Nothing in this game is really truly wasted. Now I'm just going to cut this tree down. Okay, that gives us some wood. Now, one thing we do want to look out for, if we can find it, is fibre. That has a lot of uses. So there we go, we get a little hint pops at the bottom. Gain experience with different actions such as exploring, building, mining, farming and fighting. Hopefully we won't have to do fighting for a little while. A few corn dogs around here though. Let's grab these. As it says, pretty much everything that you need to do is interactive is F. Where's this water? Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Oh, Promethean deposit. Hopefully, that's, well, so it says 400 metres away. So that might, oh yeah, it's just on this side of the water. That's good. So we're going to put a base, or start to build a base down by this Promethean deposit because we need Promethean. Promethean is fuel. Ah, now we found some of the wildlife. Now, I'm not going to shoot these guys. They are normally fairly docile. They won't do anything. They'll pretty much leave me alone if I leave them alone. There are some aggressive animals on this planet. I'm not seeing any at the moment. There is a slime there, though. That could be an issue. Oh, I've had another Promethean deposit. This is looking good. So if I bring up my map just quickly, I have been bringing this up, but I've not really talked about it. You can see all the resources I'm picking out. These all near me. Like I've got magnesium. These are the totals of resources. These are actually quite high. On a multiplayer server, these have usually been fairly low. We've actually found one of everything. So we have everything that we're going to need to get started. We are on a cracker already. And I can't remember if you guys are aggressive or not. I don't think you are. You're just pretty ugly. So I'm going to leave you to do your thing. Oh, we discovered a research outpost Alpha Beta. Okay, well we don't really want to go near that. Not yet, anyway. Well, actually, I don't know. Some of these points of interest can be very, very dangerous, and you can very easily get killed by being too close to them. And we are far enough away at the moment not to worry about it. And we're just going to stay on this side of the slope, just in case. So, to get us very started right at the very beginning, as it says on the right-hand side there, we've got our map, or like the immediate location radar around us. Oops, I don't really want to open up the console. And underneath it we've got the sundown indicator, which is 9 minutes 41 seconds. So that's early morning. So we've got a good 9 minutes or so until we have to concern ourselves with having somewhere to hide or somewhere to live, but we don't need to worry about that too much. We're not going to be at great risk straight away. Now, just on that, it says place survival constructor. Now, if we press F1, we can see here, this is chapter 1, this is survival base camp. This is how to get things started. So, here's my survival constructor. So I plonk that down. And then hit F. This now puts me into survival constructor. Now, if I just come back out again, my quest updated on the right hand side. I don't know if you can see that. Now, let me put it on a darker area. So, basic crafting. Add crafting materials, add fuel pack template, motorbike template, and start production. Fairly easy. So, basically, I just need to come in here. All my materials in here. Promethean, magnesium. Actually completes without me putting magnesium powder in. Interesting. I put my motorbike construction kit that came with my my landing pad. I will add a fuel pack. And then if I go looking through here, there should be, where are we? Under devices, a motorbike kit. Now, nothing's going to happen until I turn it on in the top right hand corner here. Now, the survival constructor has one advantage over all the other constructors. This thing doesn't require any form of power, it just functions as long as it's placed on the ground. You can't place it on buildings or anything else, it has to be put on the ground. It's a little bit slow, admittedly. but it gets there, and it is a fantastic way to process ores into these raw materials. So, process raw materials into these ingots. Ore is a raw material. You get that for mining. So this gives us these will give us these ingots, which we could then use to build whatever we want. And as you can see, if we look through here, just briefly, quickly flick through, there's all kinds of things that can be made. Now, if I want to make something here, you can see most of it's all readied out. That's because if I just hover over the water generator, for example, I need metal components, control devices, computers, motors and cables. If I come here to the components section, I can build those. Well, most of them. But this is a perfect example here. Pipes require steel plate, and I don't have any steel plate made because there's none in my inventory or my output. But it won't build the steel plate for me. I have to tell it to build the steel plate. Not a big deal. The bigger machines or the bigger constructors will actually do that for me. And that is quite cool in that aspect, because I can just say, I want some pipes, and it'll go off and it'll produce the steel plates. If it needs any iron ingots to make steel plates, it'll go and make the iron ingots, assuming that there's iron ore in the inventory, and it's got a big inventory, so it can hold a lot of stuff. Plus, it's also got its outputs, so it will draw from either inventory outputs. But for now, we have to make the stuff for it bit by bit. Let's just talk about food just quickly, and then we're going to wrap up for today. So I said that we've got perish times on foods, or it doesn't last very long. Now if you have a look here, this is Varon root, which I picked up earlier, and these are the corn dogs. Let's just put them next to each other. So the Varon root has a perish time of 57 and is effective against poisonous bite. There are various status effects that you can get injured by or afflicted by in this game. Spiders will bite you, you will get poisonous bites, you can get bleeds, all sorts of things, and you will need things like Varon roots or even like antidote pills. I think there are stomach pills as well, but I'm not sure if I've got any. Oh, I've got some explosive devices though. That's handy. What else have we got? There's open. There you go. Alien honey, effective against open wounds. Got antidote pills, effective against poisoned food and poisoned bites. Now, one thing you should point out is that if I eat these corn dogs, which I can do by just shift and right clicking, my food bar will go up. Let's just do that. Goes up a small amount. If I leave the mouse over it, says it gives me 50 food. That's okay. Doesn't give me any health, but that's fine. Now I can, if I am really unlucky, I can get poisoned by the food because it's just raw, uncooked, unprocessed food. And this thing making noises is beginning to bug me. Are you coming to attack me? No, you're harmless, aren't you? You're not going to kill me. I could kill you, but I'm not going to. So that's it. This is the getting started. We've got our constructor up and running. This is what we need to do. Our next step is going to be to place some oxygen generators, which we will talk about and we'll do in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.